Alright. Right.
So,
What are we doing?
I'm going to take you through the best game of 2017.
That's debatable.
It is.
Are we saying best game overall or best indie game? Like, there's a broad variety of titles that you can go for.
Best game.
See, it's hard for me to say that because I've played games like A Hat in Time, Nier Automata, and Mario Odyssey. So I hit the high marks. See, in 2016 or 2015, you might have had a claim or something to this name, but it's 2017 was an obnoxiously good year for games. How many games were actually able to make top 10 rankings for that actually deserved it? Like, there are dozens.
Yes. However, if there is one thing that I want to make sure this is perfectly clear of, this made 3-on-3 basketball interesting.
I mean, you didn't like Hoops? Oh no, it was NBA Street. I forget that game. It was old.
No, when I say it made basketball interesting, I mean, technically, this may be a sports game. Technically.
You know what else was a sports game? Blitzball.
Right. No.
I actually played the original Blitzball game. It's called Captain Tsubas's Tecmo Soccer.
Your days and downside brought slow, lonesome agony, but now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. The shape emerge, each clad in strange attire. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth.
That's a lady voice you're supposed to be using.
Right, about that.
Okay, go on. See, right on schedule. What did I tell you?
You might want to go British.
Oh, fine. Alright.
You told us we would find someone alive.
Someday, I said we'd find someone alive someday, just not today. I guess, but don't be glum. You know, I see you frowning underneath your mask. Looks like she's breathing.
I literally can do any of these. Sure.
Presumes you're female, okay.
It seems she still is, then stands aside. I shall send her to a better place.
She's a she? Could people just tell? Hang on, the markings on her rags. I think she's one of them.
But look at her. She's beyond our help. We are beyond hers.
Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that out there, chum. See you back at the wagon.
Indeed, the days grow dim. You have at best an hour.
Understood. I won't be long. I don't know why I went super edgelord with it.
I don't know why either.
I just saw it as like a skull mask, kind of.
Don't worry about that at all. We'll get there.
I don't even know what we're making voices about. Why are we even doing this? Who are you? Who am I? These
We're about to find out in like 2 seconds. After the others leave, the man turns to you and begins unfastening his mask.
Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. Or should I take off the mask voice now?
You tried to go off the mask voice, Batman. You are parched, he gives you something to drink. You ache, he binds your wounds. You hunger, he gives you food. Little by little, it helps.
There, turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Headwind. Now come on.
You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to Old Black Wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded the Commonwealth criminals in the Alabaster streets. Headwind, he's one of 3 masked figures who helped you from the downside. The weather-beaten wagon is a mess inside is out. I don't know. You see a masked woman and a talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books.
I'm back!
And with a guest. She loosens the clasp of her mask.
What happened to you?
You may call me Jotaro. I'm gonna let her talk now.
And as for myself?
He will small struggles with his mask, Jotaro assists him.
That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rusky Greentail.
Rookie, not Rusky.
My name was whatever I bloody wanted to be. We've just lost track of what I don't know who's British anymore.
He has a mustache!
Then what are we waiting for? Then what are we waiting for? Then who are we waiting for? Hey, yes, sister. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read them or what?
I can read.
Then prove it, you lollygagging Neanderthal. You heard me.
Out of here. They're asking me to read a book.
Yeah. And how many books have you ever read inside of another video game?
Actually, yeah, that's actually a thing. Like, I haven't read in a read in a video game since probably one of the Ultimas.
Elder Scrolls books are actually kind of fun to read sometimes. If you can get all of them, then read them in one sitting.
You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have the capacity to glean its words is a testament enough to your potential. Thus, we reveal the path of the Forsaken Place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be our guide, ere the turning of the year's first solstice. Seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of the 8, as their line has shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rights, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that calls you more. Literally, it just has a page in it. It's an entire book. The book describes a complicated method which exiles may return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as headwind gets your attention.
Well, friend, what does it say?
But then your vision starts to fade and blur, you feel your body weaken and give out.
That bad, huh? I read a book like that once. It's called Atlas Rand. Or maybe that was the author, I can't remember anymore. Either way, it wasn't very good.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Hello, Shay.
Loricata.
Oh, ma. Peretusta.
Barosta.
Alright, so, what exactly is happening?
So,
Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and
don't.
die in the downside.
you don't have to read it, honestly.
Okay, you're just gonna you're just gonna like...
Yeah, because if I like said, you will be here forever.
No, I mean, we are here forever. Don't forget you're here forever.
What's going
A
on?
celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, or they must prove their trust in one another not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
So basically, I get to control these 3 characters. Right?
And each of them has their own skills and whatnot.
Yep. Basically a pawn base.
And one of them's a dog man. He's clearly the best.
Yes,
He's
the
the-
exiled rookie has the way of it.
So, he's
Whoever
kind of
steps into the flame
one of
is
the best.
banished for a time.
Oh no, he's been banished to the Shadow Realm, where you haven't unlocked him yet.
On their own.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, it is not so simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing.
So, I want you to imagine Blitzball, except better.
Cast your aura.
So Rocket League.
No.
Correctly done.
So, essentially what's going on here
Again.
is that
Just so.
the...
A glorious performance,
I'm trying to talk over the narrator.
More than I expected from the likes of you.
So basically, your will, right, is given form in the form of
the
auras.
orb quenches the flame.
All right,
I hear that.
that's the thing that runs around you.
Now I say jump.
Also determines how much damage you do when you basically touch their pyre.
And the key is to extinguish their pyre.
Now
Yes.
snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
So you see here that Rookie only does 15 damage, while Headwind does 20.
I'm assuming the faster you move, the less damage you do.
No, it just depends on the character. Like, Headwind will always do 20.
The adversary's flames. The orb is loose.
So is the size like how much you can attack or something?
No, it's just like, if you touch them,
Doused the
right?
adversary's flames.
If, so for example, Jodariel's a demon, right?
Yeah.
Her aura,
Yes.
is all about being big, but she is slow.
The right is complete.
Right?
Yeah, your Potemkin.
There,
I got it.
reader.
Okay.
Now you understand.
So her aura is really big,
Or
and you
do
can basically
you?
place her places
This
to
was but
defend
a glimpse of
fairly
that
well.
which lies ahead.
But what this
I
game
would
does
tell you to
best,
turn
more than
back.
anything else, is it
Cast
gives
down
a
your
narrative
hope.
purpose.
But all
To,
those such as you,
Like, imagine the League of
you
Blitzball
never listen.
from Final Fantasy X. This game actually gives a narrative reason to play Blitzball. And that's because Blitzball is essentially the focus.
Because it's like the point of the game. Like, yeah, like I said, I was actually listening to see if they actually spoke, but they're just like gibberish talk.
Yeah, they just mumble a bit.
Yeah.
Not that bad, man.
Like when I hear gibberish talk, I think of like the Banjo-Kazooie stuff.
But it gives you a narrative reason to play this game.
Yeah,
Admittedly-
it's the point. It's your Oh
Yeah.
shoot, what was that? Oh wow, Mario Tennis. Like for the Game Boy Color, it was kind of that. It's like the point of the game is to play Mario, to play tennis,
Indaratarios.
and there's a story mode around it that's not about the Mario cast.
Kinda. Sorta.
Actually, I
Except
really want to.
this is a lot better than that, because you will lose characters. Like, when you play with Mario Tennis, right, you play
Yeah, he plays your one character.
as your one character. And, like, the stakes for winning a Mario Tennis match is, oh, well, you get to play Mario Tennis some more. The stakes for winning in this game is that one of you gets to go home.
And then you can't play that character anymore. They're removed from your roster.
Right. And not only that, you don't get to unlock their story anymore.
So there's that big thing, if you want to keep them around so you can learn more about them and hang out with them more, or do you send them away so they can... So do you send away characters you don't like or characters you feel like you should send away? It kind of reminds me of a Valkyrie profile, honestly, when I think of it like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you send this unit to go fight in Valhalla for the coming Ragnarok, or do you keep them because they're good and you don't want to get rid of Laufer because he's really good?
I'm not doing... No.
Look, he's just really basic, and I'm just gonna slash
Alright.
enemies, draw them back in, and then set them up.
So the next thing we have is two routes. We have the Blooming Pool, the southern route, the Ridge of Gaul, through the humid area packed with hot springs, or Hollow Route. Ruki knows someone here who owes him. I'm gonna go Hollow Route. Because you always go with the dog person. That's how I feel.
Look, man, Ruki knows what's up. He's like, I might be a dog, but I've still got more class.
Basically.
Is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt, or am I just seeing that incorrectly?
Dude, he's wearing a necklace that's a dog bone.
Ruki knows what's up.
Exactly.
Ruki is lit.
But more importantly, I can compare it to all the sports games and everything like that. Specifically NBA 2K whatever, right? Who recently has tried to put in like a
Story mode?
yeah. And this is just better.
I mean, it's kind of hard to compare since I think, don't they own like the monopoly on the market on stuff anyways?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hang
because
on.
they stopped. Oh, go on. So rare fungus have gone the other way. As much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go on second guessing our sister's nature, blah blah blah. So she's offended that we didn't get the rare flora.
Yes, and this is a thing. The choices that you make matter.
Like it affects their mood or something for the rest of the game.
Well, yeah, some of the decisions that you make. Also, and this is a good part about this game, you can lose.
And it doesn't game over.
No. In fact, sometimes you want to lose.
I am not a loser, sir.
So this also there's also like items that are around here. Like for example, there's just some dude sitting here. I have no idea why. But yeah, all these are just people.
So there's characters you can unlock or just... So you said that those are like just characters that hang out with you. Are they like actual party members that you can get eventually, or just...
Some of them are, but most of the time you'll get people through storyline missions.
And depending on which paths you take, you can get different characters.
No.
Okay, so they're like checkpoint, essentially.
Yes. But how their story unfolds is completely up to you.
Must suck for the last character you get, just jumping in right before the end.
Kinda, yeah. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set, however everything is still in calm. Soon they grow restless.
Cognare munca.
Seriously, guys, if you have not played this game, if you have not bought this game, buy this game. This game is worth every
The
cent.
stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
I'm just trying to figure out like why everyone's holding a book. Is it like their spell tomes or something?
Kinda. So reading is illegal in this world. Like,
That is quite the crime to get arrested for.
yeah, like when they asked you, do you read, right?
Oh, and that's why the guy came up and was like, "Oh, it's such illegal activities so soon after you got into exile, because you opened that book and you read the page."
No, that's how you got into exile.
Die ganze Schnall.
Was it because you went into that carriage and read a book?
No, it's because you can read.
Your officer, I'm innocent. I was framed.
Like,
I was framed.
alright, so this match right here. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Begin.
It's one face and his two goons.
No.
The orb.
The orb.
Nope. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ooh.
Get dunked.
Have the accusers underestimated you?
30 points.
Oh baby, a triple.
Oh god. Rookie, take this from me. Oh god, they're killing my guy. I need that guy. Try and box me in. I can see you boxing me in. Aha! But you left yourselves open.
Remember everything which you hold dear. It seems that you have flustered the accusers. Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve?
I'm assuming because it's still early game, they're... Oh, wait, no, you can only control one character at a time. So even they can only control one character at a time. Or can they control multiple characters? Because the computer cheats.
They can only control one character at a time.
Okay, so it's... trying to be fair.
It's trying to tell me how to actually do this. But...
Do it. A daring display.
Did you just slam dunk?
Flinging the orb into the flames
I just
like
shot it
that.
in. Like, you can shoot three
You
corners.
elude banishment
But when you
using
shoot, you don't lose a
such tricks.
character.
So isn't it more advantageous to shoot then?
Kind of?
But it's also harder.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Like, I could easily shoot there, but what happens when you shoot
Once more
is
like
that
that and we
you
are
have to
finished here.
charge up your shot in
That's
order
a-
for it to be any, like, damage. And you get... Oh god, that's not good. Thank you. Oh, I am in so much trouble. They are about to score badly. Come on. Resurrect me.
Lendl
Ah!
snapped out some of your flame.
That's not so bad though.
Now then,
I'd rather they not have scored, but
Do you lose like points or something if they score, or?
not really.
It just puts you slightly closer to panic territory.
it is done.
No, I don't like when they score simply because
Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
bad things kind of happen. And because this is the hard difficulty, because I'm an idiot, it's not very hard, but it's just hard difficulty.
You will rue
I
the
kind of
day.
just want to practice a little bit and like get back into it because it's been a second since I played this.
Just kinda, like, get yourself back into the groove?
Yeah.
How Grimm got his groove back?
Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
Oh, and now I get the level. Okay, so after banishing an adversary, Jadario instantly recovers all of her stamina. Or after using her rush to lunge forward, Jadario can rush again right away. Oh yeah, we're going
The
this one.
demon scribe bestows his favor.
So how do you send characters, or will
They kind of describe it in the very first section of it. You're talking like how you free characters and like send them back to the Commonwealth.
yeah, does it just like happen like at set periods where you have to give up a character now, cough it up?
Kinda, sorta.
Madonasce.
So right now we're just starting the rites, but the end of the rites is you head to I think a holy mountain
Consilta Vidias.
and free one of them. It'll tell you like this is the time for you to free somebody.
Ligoratus. Quisentirna.
And you can only ask one of these questions.
Yeah. I want to know your backstory.
You ask Hedwin what he did to get sentenced to living the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile.
Teras.
Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Nick, you deal. Read the stars for a skin, I'll tell you all about it along the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. You sent him before he gets a chance to explain his backstory, didn't you?
What? Last time?
Yeah.
Kinda, sorta. So here's the thing about this game, right? You don't get to save everybody. Right, in the spoilers. He turns to the others.
Im's fed, wheels clean.
Tabase. Gratiam.
She tall. They're
Yeah.
headed for the spring of Jomir at dawn. We're off.
But now I get to do this. With Rookie.
You find Ruki rummaging through in the corner of the back going, "Hey, sister, you know what? It's good having somebody else around here besides those two."
Get out of here.
Look, man, I saw "Hey, sister," and I was like, it happened. It happened. You know what else happened? Me watching Who Killed Captain Alex. You look at me like you don't know what that is. Okay, so you've heard of the Ugandan Knuckles meme, haven't you?
Kinda.
So apparently all that is just people quoting movies by Ugandan film this Ugandan film director.
Uh-huh.
And it all started with this movie, Who Killed Captain Alex? Because this movie's recorded in a foreign language, and they had the one person who spoke English basically commentate on the movie as it's going. And he's a DJ, so he talks like a DJ. And you have such choice lines from this as, Everybody in Uganda knows Kung Fu.
Okay, give me a second. That's a perfectly fine mustache.
He grins wide at you. All I can do is grin wide. Couldn't agree more, sister. +1 hope.
That's important. Those stats actually add up.
I don't know what hope actually is. So he's, because you complimented his mustache, he got a little bit more hopeful that he would leave this place.
Yeah.